Yo, prep 1, week 4, day 1. Ended up having to skip week 3, day 3. I did not bring my camera, so skipping straight to week 4. Starting off the day with front squats, 225 for 3 triples. Mostly this movement is being used to prep the legs and back for heavier back squats that come later in the program today. But to start, I do like starting off with the front squat. It is very beneficial to prime the entire body to get ready for any lift, honestly. Super important point when you're front squatting, and I see this quite a lot at even lighter weights like this, the upper back just caving completely. If that is you and you have an issue with the upper back caving, think very much about pushing your knees out and keeping your chest up high. On to the bench press, starting off with 240 for a set of 3. Still pretty light, really not touching any amount of weight that's going to be any amount of struggle. So obviously still going wrist wrapless, beltless, and we'll continue to do so even at the heavier stuff. Now normally I don't take my hoodie off unless there is something impeding my lifting and it's kind of getting in the way. And unfortunately my hoodie, as it got sweatier, started sticking to my shoulders, and it made the bench feel a bit odd, almost like I was tucking my shoulders in a weird spot that I don't normally. So I just went ahead and took it off just to save the annoyance. This moved pretty well. Even the stuff at 255 still felt surprisingly light. I mean, again, not heavy, but it's nice when light weight feels light. You can definitely tell that your training is doing something. Set 3 here, 225. I've had somebody ask me about that weird pull-up thing that I do before I go to the bench, and I'll do that no matter what, at whatever weight. What it allows me to do is sink my shoulder blades back a little bit tighter and pull my chest up to the bar a little bit higher when I'm actually on the bench. So I'd recommend it. Give it a shot if you find that you lose the mid-back in your bench press. Pop back down 240 for a triple. Programming just called for this. I honestly can't say I understand why completely. I'm going to assume it was for a tonnage reason or volume, just to make sure that the volume is where it needs to be. Second set, 240. This is all moving pretty well. Admittedly, I do move my thumbs in a weird spot a lot of times. You may notice that my left hand, the thumb is off the actual connection with my hand, and my right hand, the thumb is actually on. I have no idea why. I promise it doesn't impede my lifting. It just looks weird. I don't recommend doing that. Find what works for you. Ideally, keep your entire hand connected on the bar. All right, now for the heavier squats that those front squats were priming for. These all felt pretty good. I decided to just keep the hoodie off because putting on a sweaty hoodie is one of the worst things that you can do. And it was quite hot in the gym, for sure. 320 felt good. In later training sessions, I actually started pausing this weight. I also hate that rack. I don't know if you saw that, but a lot of times if you don't step directly backwards, you'll catch that peg, and let's just say you better have a tight core because that weight's getting pulled to one side. Like I was saying, I normally pause this weight, 320 for sure, just because it's the way I like to squat. I have a weird approach to heavy lifting in that I think everything should be paused. Deadlift, not as much, although I do like a lot of paused deadlifts, but your squat and your bench, for sure. Bench especially, obviously, because it's a competition movement, pause bench, but squat, I just like pause squats. I think everybody should do them. They have been a massive leg builder for me, legs, glutes, core, back. So if you can pause the weight, just pause it. Even if you aren't a super deep squatter, pause your weight, it's good for you. And 320 for 3 for the fourth set and final set. This all felt pretty good. I am quite happy with how everything has been moving, except that part. I don't like clipping the... There's a reason that I don't squat in these racks, and in a lot of these videos that you will be seeing eventually, you'll see that I don't squat in this rack almost ever, and it's specifically for that reason. But overall, good training day. No complaints. Looking forward to the next one.